Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm bringing you another weekly movie review with the film Batman Returns. This film was released June 19th, 1992, 3 years after the film that this is a sequel to was released by Warner Brothers and directed by Tim Burton, who had also directed many a film, Beetlejuice, Frankenweenie, Ed Wood. You have Edward Scissorhands, Sleepy Hollow. The list goes on and on. And the best part about this is you can tell instantly that it's a Tim Burton film. And that's what I love about films from directors such as Tim Burton, is when you first see it, you know who it is. And I absolutely love that. This film stars Michael Keaton returning as Batman, as well as the character of Bruce Wayne. You have introducing Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman or Selina Kyle. You have Danny DeVito, who plays the Penguin or Oswald Cobblepot. You have Christopher Walken as Max Schreck, and Michael Gough as Alfred Pennyworth, reprising his role as well. So this film takes place during Christmas in Gotham City. You have a big tree lighting celebration that's currently taking place at the beginning of the film that is quickly interrupted by the Red Triangle Gang, or the Circus Gang, whatever you want to call them. They crash the party and Batman shows up to save the day. You have Max Schreck, who is this big billionaire kind of business mogul that is trying to put together this new idea for a power plant. And Selina Kyle, Michelle Pfeiffer's character, is his secretary or executive assistant. I think she goes by several different titles in this film. But she tries to help him put together all these files for the power plant. He doesn't like some of the files that she had gotten into and pushes her out a window, there ensuing the birth of Catwoman. What I thought was funny about this is you always think of like Spider-Man, where the spider bites Peter Parker and he turns into Spider-Man. In this, it's kind of sort of the same thing. It's like one of the few supernatural-esque villains portrayed in the Batman series here, where she falls out the window. You have the cats kind of on her, and one of them's just gnawing at her finger, and she ends up getting traits like a cat. She's very nimble, and she has 9 lives, that kind of thing. I don't know if I never dove deep into the Catwoman storyline in the DC series, but I'm pretty sure Catwoman was just a run-of-the-mill cat burglar, and I don't know the backstory behind that. Although I do like how Tim Burton kept that love interest between Selina Kyle and Bruce, Catwoman and Batman, that you got in comics and further renditions of Batman. I'm assuming that was an original storyline and not just something that spawned off over the years. But I do like how Catwoman's not necessarily a villain. She's more of an anti-hero. She's out to sort of correct the corrupted nature of society by any means necessary, where Batman is trying to do it the right way. This film shows the character of Penguin coming up as being an abandoned child, an abandoned firstborn by the Cobblepot family, and he is trying to find out his identity. But there's more than meets the eye in that storyline. I really like how you find out his nefarious plans on top of everything else, and that it sort of goes against the character of Max Schreck, who earlier in the film makes an agreement with the Penguin for a plan to take over the office of mayor, so he can sort of get his own idea of a power plant out there. A power plant that's not a power plant, but something you find out not really a hidden detail, but something you find out is more like a giant capacitor storing power because Gotham currently has a surplus of power, and he's trying to collect all that for whatever means he has. I'm sure, being a businessman, he's trying to do something a little cheaper, so if the city foots out for this power plant that he controls, then it's like he's getting free power, and then he's able to charge other people for power. It's a big to do, but I really love this story. Growing up, it was never one of my favorite Batman films, but as I've grown older, I've found that I really enjoy it a lot more. I remember one of my girlfriends in high school had the Catwoman poster on her wall, the Hell Here poster where she's like in the window with the cat and everything like that. And so that scene's always imprinted in the back of my mind. I just remember she had like that poster, and she had like a Crow poster in her room, and it was always sort of imprinted in the back of my mind. But again, I absolutely love this movie. It's a wonderful Christmas time movie. I mean, it takes place during Christmas. There's a scene where the Batmobile gets taken over by the Penguin. A whole lot of fun stuff. I just watched this film on the big screen yesterday, so it inspired me to want to do my review on this film. But again, so much fun. There were so many little things, just the way they introduced things like CG effects in this film that I didn't notice before on a smaller screen or when I was younger, or a lot of more adult humor in these films. I mean, granted, it's a PG-13 film and inclined to lean toward more, adult topics, but especially with the Penguin, you had a lot of adult innuendos and things like that made for a laugh here and there. Oh wow, he said that. So a lot of fun. It's a very dark movie, very dark film, but that's Tim Burton, and I think he brings that in a very wonderful way in those films. Another thing that we noticed, because I went with a friend, my friend Chase, who's been on the channel. One thing that we both noticed is in both the Tim Burton 1989 and this Batman Returns from 92, Batman killed somebody in each movie. Batman's notorious for not killing people, but if memory serves me, I believe he killed the Joker in the first one. I have to go back and rewatch it to be sure that that's the storyline that happened. But in this film, he shoves a bomb in the front of this, clown gang member's pants, and then punches him down into this underground sewer thing, and he blows up. So that's not something you would typically see in any other Batman storyline, because Batman's notoriously known for not killing anyone. Maiming them, yes, but killing, no. Bringing crime to justice, all that. But definitely a wonderful movie. I give it a solid 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. I absolutely love it and recommend anyone out there to go check it out. You don't need to necessarily see the 1989 film. I mean, this is a pretty good standalone movie, and everyone who is anyone knows Batman, and at least the grand scheme behind the backstory of Batman. So I definitely recommend checking it out. One thing I thought that was absolutely hilarious in this film that I had never noticed before was a scene after the Batmobile has its little deconstruction to get away from the police, and it turns into this Batmobile torpedo thing. Is Alfred approaches Bruce like, so we're going to need to fix the Batmobile. We can't just take it to Repair Joe Man's shop or whoever. And it's very top secret. Batman's like, Alfred, who was it that let Vicky into the Batcave? who was it that let her in? And I turned around while I was doing work and saw a person in the Batcave. And it was, it was Alfred who had let Vicky Vale in the last film and sort of let loose the secret of Batman, which is kind of funny. I'd never noticed that before, but I got a good chuckle out of that one, and it sort of stuck with me here. But anyway, if you've seen this, what was your favorite part of the film? Did you have a favorite little moment of the movie? Catwoman eating the bird, things like that. A whole lot of fun. Was this one of your favorite Batman films? I know a lot of people love the Tim Burton Batman films, especially the Batmobile. I think the Batmobile from Batman Returns is currently in ownership by comedian ventriloquist Jeff Dunham. I believe he goes to car shows with it every now and again, and he shows off the Batmobile from Batman Returns, which is a pretty cool thing to have in your collection. It's not, anyone or everyone that can have that in their collection, which is pretty cool. But definitely jot down in the comments below which your favorite Batman film, and smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all new fun videos coming your way. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Be good to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.